There are two things that I want to zoom in.
We are right now in the middle of our principals conference. It's a week-long academy for all of our leaders, principals, and assistant principals. And they are able to partake in learning that is going to help them open up the school year, ready to implement incredible strategies for building culture, for improving academic performance, for supporting teachers better with all of the resources that we have in the district now. And Dr. Richardson has done a phenomenal job of planning this session. A lot of the principals have told me this is the best professional development they've had in the district in 20 years, and they're thrilled. And so what I would like to do is to have you not only speak with Dr. Murchison, but with a couple of our principals who've been participating and have them share with you their experience.
Hi, Jackie Simmons, Theodore Roosevelt principal. I have to say this week, I wasn't sure what to expect. There's been a lot of changes in the district, but a lot of great changes. And there's been a lot of discussion over the last year. And so building up to this conference, we were all super excited. Well, what does this look like? What does this mean? What is our responsibility? And what I've really enjoyed about this week is, number one, the planning and the execution, the implementation of this training has been phenomenal. Dr. Murchison's energy is like nobody else's. And they are giving us tools. So we're not just attending PD on this curriculum or that curriculum. We are attending this universal training on how to support teachers in every avenue. And for one of the first times in 28 years, in a tremendously consistent way, with fidelity, that we are all on the same page to yield results based on proven research.
So Marcy Julian Branca, and I am the principal of Blackham School. And I'll piggyback off of Jackie. I won't repeat what she said, but I did notice that I am sitting there after 30 years of being in the district in some capacity. I'm sitting there as a student, and 14 hours of the first 2 days, I learned more in those 14 hours than I have in almost 30 years of education. And it was remarkable. I sat there learning just as my students would be learning. It was broken down, it was chunked. I learned more in that time than I have. And so in those years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I won't repeat what Jackie said, but thank you, Dr. Levy-David. Thank you for that. We did learn tremendously.
I want to thank you both, first of all, for being courageous and sharing your experiences, and also for leading through this, because transformational leadership is probably one of the most difficult things that we have to do in education. And as our students continue to evolve, it is so critical for us as educators and as leaders and as superintendents. I continue my learning every year to continue to evolve to meet their needs. And so that's what we're doing here. We are evolving as an organization to meet the needs of our students. I would love for each of you to share, how do you feel this learning is going to impact what you do with your teachers this year?
Well, I think it's going to bring us closer to our teachers in a more one-on-one. It's given us time. It's focusing me on our children rather than managing the building. The managing of the building will happen. The instruction component needs to happen. We need to teach our teachers how to educate our children properly. For so long we managed our building. Dr. Levy-David brought that to light for us all. She says we're managers. Anybody can manage. Not everybody can instruct. We will be instructing our students to the capacity that we need to.
I'd just like to add that everything feels very intentional now. I think in the past we've had a lot of great strategies, we've had different training, we've had different programs, but it was kind of hit or miss, and it was never anything consistent. Everything is so unbelievably intentional right now with everything we do, which means as we model that, our teachers will do the exact same thing. Our training is based on what they need, and their training will be based on what the children need, and that has no way but to yield results that help our children be successful.
And that is the exciting piece about this, and that's why the implementation of something like Relay and the tools of Hanover Research has to be done over a number of years. Our principals and our teachers, they've honed their craft over a number of years. They have improved and grown into master teachers over a number of years. And so bringing a different way of thinking about how we are leading and how we are teaching is something that requires years to scale it and make it sustainable so that we're not overwhelming people with the learning. And that's not what we want to do. We want to bring everyone along on this journey at their pace so that we can all be successful together, and more importantly, our students can be successful with us as well. So we're really excited about the opportunity. We're very thankful for the investment in making this happen for the school district, and we hope that we'll be able to extend this learning throughout the district and also extend this learning throughout the state of Connecticut to help similar urban school districts who face similar challenges like we do here in Bridgeport.